Today I'm going to give you a quick opinion and a little bit of a review of the Everlast Advanced Pro Style training gloves. Now, typically I would never buy these gloves, but I did find these at a thrift store for $5. And they were in excellent condition. And so for $5 I figured I'd pick them up. These are their 12-ounce gloves here. And what most likely happened is somebody went to the store, the sporting goods store, whatever, picked these up, took them home, hit a heavy bag probably once or twice with them, hurt their wrist, and then went ahead and dropped them off at the thrift store there. So their loss is my gain. Them not knowing how to properly hit a heavy bag is their problem, not mine. And so I picked these things up for a song, figured I'd give them a little tryout. I've used them now for about 6 months. Again, I typically would not purchase these off the shelf. They're about $34 if you buy them new. There's a lot better gloves out there, but I'm going to show you what I actually do like about them. Now, when I say I wouldn't personally buy these gloves at retail, that's only because they're not my favorite style. I prefer a Mexican style sparring or bag glove, just like this one here. I've done a review of these rival gloves in the past. You can check out a link in the description below. And again, these are a couple years old now, and you can see how well they've held up. But for $5, I really couldn't pass up the little Everlast gloves there, so figured I'd give them a try. So after 6 months of, slightly heavy use, I've rotated them in and out of my stock. The fit and finish on these is pretty good. All the seams and stitching has held up quite well. You can see there the way that these are cut. All the finish here on the Everlast part, this hasn't torn off yet. This is kind of probably the weakest area of the glove there where the Everlast label is. Velcro's solid, not fraying, anything like that. Good retention still. Inside, great condition here. You can see the ventilation holes and more of the stitching were there around the palm grip area. Really nice, actually. Show you this one here real quick. Seams around the wrist there, all solid still, around the outside of the glove there. These have the attached finger on them, obviously. And all that's held up very well. So overall fit and finish of these after relatively heavy use for 6 months, pretty solid gloves. And I will briefly demonstrate here how they fit actually on your hand. Now keep in mind I don't have wraps on, but this will kind of give you an idea of how those ride there, how far up that cut goes. The strap retention here is rock solid. I'll give it that. The feel is very nice. Now, these being 12-ounce gloves, they are a little bit heavy, in my opinion, to do a lot of bag work or a lot of sparring, but it's going to kind of get you used to what an actual glove weight would be, in actual competition. So that's kind of nice. Feels like it's got a solid grip and a lot of good protection there. So overall, I'm fairly impressed with how nice these gloves really are. All that being said, the number one thing I hate about gloves like this with the covered and attached thumb for bag work or sparring is that when you're done, you're going to need assistance removing them, or you're going to have to use your teeth on that Velcro to undo the wrist strap there and take them off. That's not a problem when you've got Mexican style bag gloves. So if those work for you, then that's great. If that's not a problem, then these are fantastic gloves. They really were far more impressive than I thought they would be, and they have held up quite well. So I really don't have anything truly negative to say about them. All in all, though, would I pay retail price for these Everlast Advanced Pro Style training gloves? Quite frankly, the answer is no. There's just too many other style gloves out there on the market that I prefer for the type of combat sports that I'm involved in. I like gloves that are a little bit more dynamic, that have a little bit more flexibility in use and stuff like that. These feel a little chunky, but again, for a good solid sparring session where you want to get used to what competition gloves feel like, they're not bad. So that's a choice you have to make. I just thought I'd give you a quick overview of these. If you enjoyed this video, you know I'd appreciate that thumbs up like, and maybe, just maybe, I'll see you on the next video. If you enjoy videos about the randomness of our amazing world, consider clicking on the globe to subscribe, or maybe checking out one of the other videos right here.